Musk, CEO of Tesla, said on Friday that he is withdrawing his $44 billion acquisition proposal for Twitter. According to a letter filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on Friday by Skadden Arp's counsel Mike Ringler, Mr. Musk stated his decision was due to Twitter's breach of various clauses of the merger agreement. Mr. Musk is terminating the merger agreement because Twitter is in material breach of multiple provisions of that agreement, appears to have made false and misleading representations on which Mr. Musk relied when entering into the merger agreement, and is likely to suffer a company material adverse effect, as defined in the merger agreement, according to the letter, while Section 6.4 of the merger agreement compels Twitter to give all data and information requested by Mr. Musk and his advisors, for any legitimate business purpose relevant to the closing of the deal. Twitter has not met its contractual responsibilities. Mr. Musk has been looking for data and information for over 2 months in order to perform an impartial evaluation of the incidence of false or spam accounts on Twitter's network. This information is critical to Twitter's business and financial performance and is required to complete the transactions contemplated by the merger agreement because it is required to ensure Twitter's satisfaction of the closing conditions, to facilitate Mr. Musk's financing and financial planning for the transaction, and to engage in business transition planning. Twitter has either failed to give this information or has refused to do so. Twitter has sometimes disregarded Mr. Musk's demands, sometimes rejected them for reasons that appear to be unjustifiable, and occasionally claimed to comply while providing Mr. Musk with inadequate or useless information. As a result of all of these considerations, Mr. Musk today exercises X Holdings I, Inc.'s right to terminate the merger agreement and abandon the transaction anticipated, Skadden Arp's attorney Mike Ringler said in the letter. Twitter stated on Friday that its board of directors intended to take legal action to enforce the merger deal. If Mr. Musk backs out of the arrangement, he is anticipated to pay Twitter $1 billion, not met its contractual. The Twitter board is committed to concluding the acquisition at the agreed-upon price and parameters with Mr. Musk and intends to take legal action to enforce the merger agreement. Twitter's chairman, Bret Taylor, said in a tweet on Friday, "We are sure we will succeed in the Delaware Court of Chancery." According to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC 13G filing, Mr. Musk presently holds 73,486,938 shares of Twitter, representing a 9.2% ownership in the firm. Twitter would have become a privately held firm if the deal was completed. It is the largest social media acquisition, surpassing Microsoft's $26.2 billion buying of LinkedIn. Mr. Musk stated on May 5 that he had acquired $7 billion in fresh funds to bankroll the purchase of Twitter. Mr. Musk, on the other hand, revealed on May 13 that he had postponed his $44 billion purchase of Twitter. He stated that he needed to address concerns about the platform's false or spam accounts. Twitter's stock fell 6% to $34.58 in Friday trade on the announcement of the termination. This is 36% less than the $54.20 per share Musk agreed to pay for Twitter in April.